Come on and tighten up with him. All right, good afternoon, everyone. Thank you for being with us here today. We're at the Emergency Operations Center, where folks from across Louisville Metro government are working together, working with people who are out all across the city and county right now as the snowfall has begun. It has just recently started. We know that in Western Kentucky, they've already received over about 1 inch of accumulation, and that is headed our way. Right now, I know everyone is curious, what is the snowfall going to be? What is the forecast as of this moment? And so I'm going to kick this off by turning it over to Brian Newdorf from the National Weather Service, who is going to give you the latest update from the National Weather Service. Brian?
All right, thank you, Mayor. Thanks. All right, good afternoon. Only thing kind of changed that we've had so far, as the mayor said on my way in here, it's already begun to snow, and just very lightly. So this is going to continue, and it's going to gradually begin to increase in intensity as we go throughout the afternoon and really begin to pick up as we make our way into later on tonight. I think the peak of the storm is after midnight going into tomorrow morning. There has been a slight diminution of snow amounts, but keep in mind, don't focus so much on numbers. 8 to 12 for the metro, and you could probably see a drastic reduction or gradient, if you will, from, say, southern Jefferson County through the metro all the way up to the Ohio River. It really comes down to getting that little bit of sleet that could mix in sometime tomorrow afternoon. And that's going to cut into snow amounts. But as far as the concern with regards to freezing rain, that seems to be much on the lower end still, so that is not a huge concern. This is going to continue. It's not just a short event. It's going to go overnight into tomorrow and then slowly begin to diminish as we go into Sunday night and into Monday. Then the other thing that we need to focus on is the cold. It is going to get extremely cold behind this as the system kind of pushes through. Already have issued a cold weather advisory that is going from now tonight all the way into Monday night into Tuesday. We're expecting to see, especially going into Monday night, Tuesday, wind chills of 10 to 20 degrees below zero with even morning lows Monday night or Tuesday morning down to around zero, if not sub-zero temperatures. And that may even have to be upgraded to an extreme cold weather warning. But again, not to focus so much on numbers, it's going to have bigger impacts. And I do think overnight, especially after midnight into early tomorrow morning, you could have snow amounts of anywhere, or snow rates, falling at anywhere from about 1 inch to 2 inches an hour. So again, just to recap, again, we're seeing that slightly change, 8 to 12 inches across the metro, and it's now beginning to start over this afternoon and this evening. Thank you much.
Thanks, Brian. Thank you very much, Brian. We have been planning for all of these high extremes. We hope that those numbers continue to come down in practice, but of course, we're preparing for the worst conditions. So as the snow starts to fall, I want to reassure the entire community that our Metro team has been working all week to prepare for this significant snowfall event. We started brining on Thursday morning. We've brined nearly 900 road mile lanes across Jefferson County since Thursday morning. We've hit the highest trafficked areas. We've hit known problem areas with that brining. And this year we also have an additive in that brine, which is a mix of magnesium chloride and molasses, which has proven to have been very highly effective in extremely cold temperatures. And so that's why we added that this time. And we just also restocked our salt supply. We have plenty of salt available for this entire event. We have about 30,000 tons available in our Metro government storage right now. Knowing that the snow was going to start here just recently, we have begun salting. We've now moved from the brining stage into the salting stage, and all 111 of our snow routes are currently being salted, and that will eventually turn into plowing as well as the snow begins to accumulate. Our snow crews are going to be working around the clock. They're going to be in rotating 12-hour shifts to ensure we have continuous coverage through the night, as you just heard Brian talk about when the snow is coming down very rapidly. We are going to continue to work through the night, all day tomorrow night, until our roads are safe and passable. One of the things that we also have for this snow event that we've not had in the past is we've recently installed about $3 million of new equipment that's part of our snow team fleet. It's equipment that's going to improve the service we can provide. In terms of number of trucks that are out there, we have about 60 Metro trucks in our fleet that are right now working on that salting that will go to that plowing. That salt is mixed with calcium chloride, which also, like we added to the brine, helps the salt be more effective in extremely cold temperatures. In addition to those 60 trucks, again, with preparedness being top of mind and wanted to do the best possible job, we've already called in an outside contractor. So we have 10 additional trucks that are joining our team for a total of 70 trucks that are part of our fleet to be clearing the metro roads. We have about 100 team members on our snow team that are going to be working round the clock over the next several days. And we want to emphasize, please stay home. Let us do the work on the streets to get them safe and passable once again. The best thing you can do to help out is to stay off the road, to give our crews room to work safely. You can check all of our snow maps online at louisvilleky.gov/snow, and you can see the progress that we're being made on each one of those snow routes. If we get as much snow as Brian just talked about, it is going to take a while to clear all of those. They will require several passes. So please, we hope that everyone is patient, as you all have been incredibly patient in previous storms like the historic storm that we got early last year. It will take some time. Again, you can see the latest on those snow routes. Please note that just because a snow route is marked as plowed, again, does not mean it is necessarily clear, dry, and safe yet. It might require several passes, particularly if the snow is still coming down and if the temperatures are as cold as we expect. Another reminder that we talked about extensively yesterday, if your car is still parked on the street, which is a snow route, please move it. This will be an incredible help to all of our snow team members. It'll be safe for them. We'll be more effective at the job that we're doing in plowing the roads, and it will also prevent your car from being snowed in. So please move your car if it's parked on a snow route. If you in a driveway, if you don't have a driveway, maybe a friend does, or if you could find someone safe to do it. So to talk a little bit more about some of our snow team and public works crews preparedness and what they're doing right now, let me turn it over to Bill Bell, who leads our Department of Transportation. Bill?
Thank you, Mayor. He touched on a lot of things that that are important for us right now. We'll say that the contractors that we have brought in, they're just augmenting what we're doing, hitting some priority areas such as hospitals, transportation hubs, and so forth. Each shift includes about 100 snow team members to support the operations. We have about 2,700 miles of roadways across Louisville Metro that are on the snow routes. As the mayor mentioned, please remove your car from any emergency snow routes. You can find these snow routes on www.louisvilleky.gov/snow. So please check that out. We focus on roads that carry the most traffic first, and then those that connect people to employment centers, neighborhoods, schools, medical facilities, and hospitals. One thing that we're going to do, Wes and I and some of the other folks, we're going to be checking on our crews because they're going to be out all night. We want to make sure that they're doing well, they're hydrated, they have some snacks or food. We're going to take care of them as much as we can, as well as the supervisors and other managers. So I want to emphasize, if you see our trucks out on the roadways, please give them space to do what they need to do to help clear the roads as fast as possible. And I think that's all.
Thanks, Bill.
Okay.
Thank you very much, Bill. As a result of all the team members that are focused on clearing the roads of snow, we want to point out that trash collection has been canceled for today and likely will be for several days because our solid waste management team is also part of the snow team, and that is where we're directing our focus for the coming days. Also, it's important to note that our snow team covers the metro roads throughout the counties you can find on the snow routes. We also have an incredibly strong partnership with the Kentucky Transportation Cabinet. KYTC is responsible for plowing the highways across Louisville and Jefferson County, and we've always had an incredibly close working relationship with them during snow events like this and other situations. Matt Bullock from KYTC is here with us to talk a little bit about their plans, and so I'll turn it over to Matt right now. Matt, thanks for joining us.
Thank you, Mayor. I want to reiterate, first and foremost, the partnership that we have with Louisville Metro, Public Works, Mayor Greenberg, Bill Bell, and Wes Sidnor. We've been working long and hard just to prepare for what has just begun. This is likely going to be a marathon, but we will cross that finish line. We just, as the mayor stated for Public Works, we are on the interstates only in Jefferson County. And that gives us a unique thing that we have to deal with. But we have 50-plus contractor and state crew trucks. We have started in Jefferson County and Bullitt primarily since the last hour or so with putting salt down. It only takes them about an hour to hour and a half to run those routes. But as you can imagine, on the Watterson Expressway with many lanes, that it takes several trucks to go at the same time. And sometime you might get a great opportunity to see those trucks running in tandem when they're running side by side. So as already stated, please give those trucks a wide berth. They're going to be going slower than the speed limit, as should other drivers, but they need to put that material down such that it sticks to the roadway and does its job. So I want to again thank Public Works and Mayor's Office for the partnership that we have. We are great team, and we will get through this. And we hope that the travel is safe, and we'll get those roads open and passable as quickly as possible. And hopefully, we won't be out there too long. So, thank you.
Thanks, Matt. Thank you very much, Matt. As I mentioned at the beginning of this press conference, we've activated right here our Emergency Operations Center. And we have declared, yesterday I declared a state of emergency across Jefferson County, following the governor's declaration of a state of emergency for the entire Commonwealth of Kentucky. This allows us to be nimble and make sure that we have the resources, whatever is necessary during this snowstorm, because public safety, as always, is our number one priority. And that's certainly the case when we're talking about a situation like this that can bring as much snow as we're expecting. So to talk a little bit more about some public safety tips, we're joined today by Sergeant Matt Sanders from LMPD. Sergeant Sanders?
Thank you. Okay, to beat the dead horse a little bit, the snow routes, that's LMPD's priority. In order for Public Works to do their job, we have to clear the roadways, and we need the community's help in doing that. So these snow routes are super important to LMPD. They are the arteries to the city's critical infrastructure, hospitals, the jail, emergency shelters, and other essential city services. So please, keeping these corridors clear so that Public Works can get their plow trucks through is critical to getting through this together. As of 1 o'clock this afternoon, LMPD has removed just 9 vehicles from the emergency snow route plan. That's incredible, folks. That's a very low number. What does that mean? It means we're going to thank the community for listening to our plea to clear the snow routes. 9 vehicles is a very low number. Thank you. We did remove an additional 8 abandoned vehicles on our expressways. Those vehicles were towed by wreckers to our impound lot. So we're working on keeping those roadways clear. We're actively towing vehicles right now. If residents are unsure if their street is on an emergency snow route, we've shared those maps on our social media along with local media yesterday, and they're on LouisvilleKY.gov's website as well, okay? Lastly, as these conditions continue to deteriorate around the city, LMPD is begging motorists, if you do not have to go outside and drive on our streets, please do not do so. Please stay home unless it is absolutely necessary. You do not want to be out in this weather. You do not want to get stuck out in this weather. We do not want you to be involved in an accident where you are hurt, somebody else is hurt, or a first responder is hurt coming to you. So please do not travel in this weather as these conditions continue to deteriorate. Thank you.
Thank you very much, Sergeant Sanders. Yeah, take this as an opportunity, a unique opportunity where you don't have to be anywhere. Catch up on reading some books, watch a show or movie that you've been meaning to stream, play a game with your family, reach out and get together with your neighbors where you can walk together. There's a lot that can be done with a day to stay at home, and so we're encouraging everyone to do that. In addition to the snowfall that we're expecting to get, as you heard from the National Weather Service, we're also expecting extremely frigid and dangerous temperatures over the coming days as well. So to talk a little bit more about how this emergency situation might extend beyond just the snowfall over this weekend, Jody Myman, who leads our emergency management services, is also going to come on up and share a few words about that as well. Jody?
Thank you, Mayor. You can see with our snow camera, it's here. So, it's been predicted for several days. So, we're finally getting into where we're starting to see some signs of what's been predicted and what's going to come. So, yeah, I mean, it's not just the snow that's going to fall over the next couple of days. It's those frigid temperatures that are going to fall over the next several days. And these are many inches of snow that could be on your driveways or throughout your neighborhood. So, like I mentioned yesterday, make sure that you're taking care of yourselves. Make sure you know the signs and symptoms. If you don't feel right, don't hesitate, to take a break. Make sure you're hydrating, even if you're outside. It's cold still, but you're wrapped up. You're still going to be sweating inside of those clothes. And then again, know the signs and symptoms of hypothermia. If you detect something going on, make sure you're taking care of yourself. Make sure, like I said, you're drinking plenty of fluids and you're taking those breaks in a heated area. And it's not just for humans. Take care of your pets as well. Your pets, some of them may like to go out and play in the snow. But you've got to get them in because they're just as subject to the problems that humans can be when it comes to those cold temperatures. So take care of yourselves. You've heard the tips about staying home. We're in the Emergency Operations Center, so we're here to identify any problems before they happen or deal with problems as they happen. And again, we'll get through this. Thank you.
Thanks, Jody. I want to give a special shout out, just like to the snow team members. There are folks all across Metro government that have been incredibly helpful and will be incredibly supportive of this entire community over the coming days, and here at the Emergency Operations Center is no different. We have folks that are going to be working for 24 or more hours. They have their clothes and things that they need to sleep to get a quick break in between, but so that they are not going to leave this building so that they can continue to serve this community. I know we have folks from our ambassador teams that I saw out earlier today salting the sidewalks downtown. Thanks to them. And a thanks to the over 50 volunteers from my office and elsewhere throughout Louisville Metro government that this morning before the snow arrived, knowing that we have 900 seniors throughout our community that rely on Meals on Wheels and food delivery, we were able to bring them some shelf-stable food this morning so that they have enough food to get them through the coming days, given the conditions that we expect in our community over the next couple of days. I was proud to be a part of that and incredibly thankful to my colleagues that volunteered their time this morning. One of the other things that we're very focused on is our public transportation system. We know that people rely on TARC every day of the year, and that during storms like this, it poses challenges to TARC. So to talk a little bit more about TARC's plans, please welcome the Executive Director of TARC, Ozzie Gibson.
All right, thank you very much. So obviously the snow affects TARC. The difficult decision we have is when we have to stop service, because that could happen at any time throughout the day. So when we do that, we will get information out through all media channels, including Lens Alert emails, but the very best way to find up-to-date information real time is to visit ridetarc.org. And you can actually click on your route and it will tell you if your route is running, whether it's late, on time. And there again, I'm going to say it again, ridetarc.org. We're going to run our buses as long as we can, the best we can. Something to note is with all the snow, we're not going to be able to curb the bus right up on the curb. So you're going to have to probably go over some snow. So please be careful. Please expect delays and dress for the delays. Another thing that people forget is TARC 3 paratransit, okay? We've already taken some proactive steps this week to do automated calls to our passengers who have trips today and tomorrow. We're calling passengers so that if they have trips scheduled, we can verify that they really need it. We're asking paratransit riders that if you have trips you no longer need to please call and cancel that trip. Please book for extended time on those. And you should call your destination to verify they are open and appointments are still on time. And again, ridetalk.org, and stay safe.
Thanks, Ozzie. Yes, sir. Thank you very much, Ozzie. I know on top of everyone's mind, in addition to the roads, is also their power at home, their power at business. And so we're joined here today by our friends at LG&E to talk a little bit more about some safety precaution if, in fact, you do lose power, and what their plan is as well. So please join me in welcoming Liz Pratt from LG&E. Thanks for being here, Liz.
Thank you, Mayor. So just to reiterate, since yesterday's update, we're continuing to coordinate with our community and business partners, emergency officials, and our fellow utilities who are also paying close attention to this storm that's expected their way. Again, we have more than 1,000 restoration personnel who are positioned across our service area to protect the public, assess any damages, and if we do experience power outages, to restore power safely and as quickly as possible. I have to acknowledge, too, we have so many employees behind the scenes in areas like our control centers, our public safety response team, and our customer service team who are also supporting our customers and our communities during this storm event. I want to take a couple moments to talk a little bit about safety. I want to emphasize that safety of everyone involved and of the public is our first priority. Please, if you see a downed wire, stay away. Assume it may be an energized power line and report it to us immediately. I'll also echo the same sentiments. If you can, please stay off the roads. Leave that room for the snow plows, for emergency responders and utility crews who may need to get to an area. Just this week, we also launched new proactive outage alerts. We can now automatically notify customers by text or automated phone calls when their power goes out, provide estimated times of restoration once available, and confirm when their power is restored. We're encouraging all of our customers, if it's been a little while since you've accessed your account, please make sure that your current preferred contact information is on file in your account. That information can be updated anytime through our automated channels. That's through our mobile app, by logging in to your online account, or by using our automated phone system. Text alerts will appear from 4LGEKU. That's 454358. And automated calls will appear from 800-331-7370. We encourage customers to save those numbers in your contacts. This service is in addition to our suite of outage reporting tools that we have available, including our outage texting service, our interactive outage map, our mobile app, which provide near real-time information. So for more important safety updates, for information on how we restore power, our power prioritization process, we have stood up a dedicated webpage. You can find more information and safety tips at lge-ku.com/winter storm. So thank you. We understand the importance of information, and we know our customers will be relying on us for that information, and if we experience power outages, to restore power safely and as quickly as possible. Thank you.
Thank you very much, Liz. Before we open it up for questions, just a few final comments here that, one of the great things about Louisville is the love that we share for one another in good times and through challenges. Please take this opportunity before the snow gets even worse than it's falling right now to check in on your neighbors, to check in on seniors in your life, on other loved ones, to make sure that everyone has what they need to stay safe, to stay warm, to stay fed over the coming days. That's what we're going to continue to focus on across Metro government's response, and everyone can play a role in helping out others as well. Our team is incredibly ready for this. We have prepared, and so now it's time for action. We have folks from our HEART team that have been out on the street the past couple of mornings and will continue to every day to reach out to individuals who don't have a home and provide transportation to get them into one of our many shelters that are all operating under white flag conditions right now, which means that they'll take anybody in. We also have 3 additional locations that have recently been awarded temporary shelter permits from city government so that they can operate as well. The library will be open till 5 p.m. today, and our libraries will be open from 1 to 5 tomorrow. These are not shelters. However, they are places where if you need to get warm because you've lost your power, if you need to charge a phone and need to make plans for what you're going to do for the duration of this weather event, those are good places to go. If you live nearby a library, still time to go. Check out some books. Have something to do during tomorrow when we are all likely encouraging everyone to stay home. As Jody mentioned, please also check on your pets and bring them inside if they're outside. You can call 311. Please use that for non-emergency questions. 911 remains for emergencies, and we don't want to overwhelm our 911 dispatchers with non-emergency calls. And finally, the airport has already started to, airlines have already started to cancel flights. And so if you do have travel plans that involve the airport, please check directly with your airline for the best up-to-date information. But we expect significant cancellations for the duration of the day today and throughout the day tomorrow. You can continue to stay informed on all of our social media channels. We will have another briefing like this tomorrow at 2 p.m. from the Emergency Operations Center. And in the meantime, before we get to questions, just to the entire community, thank you all so much for heeding our request to move your cars. Stay safe, stay warm, stay informed, and we will get through this together.